Hey guys, this is Carrie Rhinehart with 5-Minute Math. Today I'm going to look at relations and functions. If you're following along in the book, it's from Algebra 1, Unit 3, and we're looking at Lesson 2. So, a relation is just any relationship between two variables. It just gives you a rule between two different variables. So, a relationship between height and weight, a relationship between the number of t-shirts sold and the amount made. Okay, but there's, an endless number of examples, but it's just a relationship between two variables, between x and y, is what we usually use. But a function is a specific type of relationship. So a function is a type of relationship or a type of relation, and that's what we're mainly focusing on today. How can you tell if a relation is a function? Okay, so looking at ordered pairs or tables, to figure out if a relation is a function, you have to see every x, or input, can only have one output. So if I have the table, let's say that I have x, y, I have 2, 5, 7. Let's say that 2 matches up with the y value of 10, 5 goes to 5, and 7 goes to 2. Let's say this is our relation that we're given and we're asked to see if this is a function. What you need to look at is make sure, what I tell my students is if there's any repeated x, you need to look at those. But in this case, none of the x's are repeated. So you automatically know that this is a function. Okay. It does not matter if y values are repeated. All you care about is if there's x values repeated, and then you have to check further if that's the case. So let's say we have this x, y table, and they give me -3, 2, 8, and 11, and also 2 again. And then let's say that we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they want to know, is this a function? It is a relation because any graph table is a relation. But we need to see if it's a function. So I look for repeats in the x column. And I see that 2 is in there twice. So I look at the y values that go with these, since it's the same x, and you notice that there's 2 different y values that go with the number or the input 2. That can't happen if it's a function. So this is not a function here. Another way they may present this is, let's say we have, okay, so if we have this and it says that -2 matches up with 5, 0 matches up with 5, and 2 matches up with 3. All right, in this case, it's a little bit different than looking at a table, but what you need to make sure of is that each of these values, x on the left, only goes to one y value. That -2 only goes to 5. 0 only goes to 5, and 2 only goes to 3. So each of the x values only goes to one y value. It doesn't matter if 2 different x values go to the same y value. All you care about is that each x value only has one y value. So this would be yes. But let's say we had pretty much the same thing. And let's say we had 2 goes to 5, 0 goes to 5, 0 also goes to 3, and 2 goes to 3. This one is not going to be a function because this x right here has 2 different y values that it goes to. So that is not a function. All right, and then graphically, let's say they give you a picture of a relation and they say, is this a function? What we use here is called the vertical line test. And remember, vertical line is this way. Okay. So if you're given a picture and they're asked, is this a function? You need to use the vertical line test. That means you can draw a vertical line anywhere on that graph, and each time you draw it, it should only cross that relation one time. For example, let's say I have this picture. There's the coordinate plane. Let's say I have something like this. No matter where I draw a vertical line, it should only cross it once. So if I drew a vertical line here, it's only crossing once there. If I drew it here, it's only crossing that function or that relation there once. Every time I draw it, it's only crossing one time. So this passes the vertical line test, so yes, this is a function. But let's say they gave you this picture. I should be able to draw a vertical line anywhere and it only crosses once. Well, if I draw it here, it's crossing twice. Okay. If I did it right at the edge and it only crossed once, that's fine, but you should be able to do it anywhere and it only crosses once every single time. But in this case, it's crossing twice. Okay. So if there's any instance where you can draw a vertical line and it crosses more than once, then it is not a function. So no for this one. This is not a function. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day.